Sometimes a band that you love will release an album and it'll completely change not only the way you see yourself, but the world around you. And sometimes it'll also make you come up with the stupidest idea for a video you've ever had in your life. Earlier this year, Rustring released North to the Future, which is probably going to end up being my album of the year. There's one lyric, though, on the song Three Sunrises that really stood out to me. I'm the hottest person on the sidewalk, I can tell the birds agree with me. So because I have absolutely no idea when a joke goes too far, I decided to show my friend Joram from Rustring 10 birds from pop culture, and we decided what that bird would think of the outfit that she pictures herself wearing in that song. It was a lot of fun to make, so enjoy.
So let's get started with these birds.
Actually, before we get into those birds, I have an announcement to make. That's right, next Friday, October 20th, I am officially launching the Cuddle Punk podcast. I've been working on this the entire time that I have been gone, and I really think you guys are going to enjoy it. And hey, if you want to be a part of the show, you can head on over to my newly launched Patreon or set aloud in the audio version of the podcast. And for $5 a month, you get everything in the $3 a month tier, plus you get early access to every episode of the podcast 1 day early. I really have been working hard to put everything into this podcast, and I really hope you guys are going to enjoy it. That'll launch next Friday, October 20th, and now, let's get back to the birds.
What would Big Bird think of that outfit?
I feel like Big Bird's, I think he was like raised in a conservative household, but he's like broken free of that. That's my thought.
I can see that actually. Yeah, there's a somewhat like jaded innocence to Big Bird in a way, where he has experienced a lot and has become better for it.
Right.
And I think that he would.
Oh, like, yeah, he grew up maybe thinking people should dress modestly, but then now he's like, you go, girl, you know?
He would just be happy that we're out there expressing ourselves in any way.
Right, yeah.
Next one. Kevin from Up. Honestly, trans king Kevin. We love that for Kevin. What do we think that Kevin would think of our outfits?
I mean, Kevin doesn't speak, right?
No, Kevin does not speak is the main thing. So it would have to be more of a like physical reaction.
Right. I imagine him just like like ripping your clothes off with his beak.
Kevin was so transfixed by the outfit that he demanded no, I must see more. I must know what every part of you looks like.
Right. Maybe a little problematic there, Kevin, but
yeah, we'll have to have a talk with Kevin after this. We need to talk about Kevin. Red from Angry Birds. I chose the video game version instead of the movie version because I've never seen the movie, but the one thing that I know about the Angry Birds is that they do not like pigs, which means they don't like cops. So they'd probably be fairly supportive of our choices as well.
Also, the Angry Birds, at least the online social media, they're like very queer positive and stuff.
They are. I did see that. That was awesome.
So I think that they would just be like extremely supportive of anything anyone's wearing. No judgment there from Red.
I think the one thing about, I do think that they would be very positive about it. I do think that of all the birds thus far, they would be the one to absolutely tell you if something is just straight not working. They are fully honest about that.
Right, like accepting but opinionated.
Yes, that's the perfect way of putting it. Camilla the chicken, Gonzo's wife. What would Camilla, this is another nonverbal bird, which we're going to have a conversation about which Muppets can and can't talk at some point.
I think Camilla's probably kind of prude, you know? I feel like she might be kind of you know, put on a sweater over that, you know?
Interesting. I think you're right, because I think that she's probably having to tell Gonzo to put on clothes most of the time. And so I do think that it is a big modesty thing for him. Maybe their relationship is not as happy as we thought.
I mean, only one of them can talk, so.
It's a great point. It's a great point. This was my brother's suggestion, Marvin the Ostrich from iCarly.
Okay. I haven't seen that much iCarly. I'm a little too old for iCarly.
I understand completely.
But So he's just like a that's a real ostrich, right?
That's a real,
Yeah.
actual
Okay.
living ostrich that has not been anthropomorphized and therefore can't really emote very well.
Yeah. Um, I feel like I feel like that ostrich doesn't have a thought in his brain, to be honest,
I think you're right. I think you're
I
right.
think he'd take one look at you and just move on somewhere else,
Y-
complete neutral, is Marvin. What's the D&D middle? True
True
neutral.
neutral. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's totally fair. I think that's totally fair. And Spencer wouldn't care because he'll fuck anything, is the main takeaway that I got from iCarly, at least.
Mhm.
The Tootsie Pop Owl. This dude will roast the
Oh,
shit out of your
he would
outfit.
destroy you, yeah. I don't think he has any I think he would have high standards. I think it's hard to please him.
High
Um,
standards and very little empathy.
yes. He would be quick to insult every piece of clothing on your body and your body.
Absolutely. Oh my god, he's a major body shamer,
Yeah.
100%.
Hmm.
He's commenting that there's like too much like skin coming over the top of
Right.
the skirt or whatever.
Right.
Absolutely he is. And then
Muffin
he'd still
top
steal
control.
Muffin Top Control. And then he'd still probably steal the skirt like he stole that kid's Tootsie Pop. That
Hmm.
kid's naked in that commercial, and I don't
Oh
think we
yeah.
talk about that enough.
That's because he stole his clothes.
He stole his. Yes, you're totally right. He insulted and then stole his clothes. Joram, you figured it out, everyone, and that's why they keep running that commercial for years to come. Sam the Eagle is going to call you a whore.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's judgmental, but I think he could be pleased. I think you style it right, make it a little more modest. I think somewhere in there's a heart of gold. I think on the outside he would be quick to judge.
I think if you did your hair up, like rather than doing like kind of what you've got going on, but make it like a bigger American flag bandana, I feel like he'd be completely okay with everything. If
Mhm.
you just add patriotism to it, I think he'd be fine, like most
Right.
conservatives.
Just make the top like an American flag top and
Exactly. Iago from Aladdin.
oh, Yago. Um Gilbert Gottfried.
He's a caring judgmental, I think. He will roast the shit out of you, but it's for the purpose of like there is a kindness to it. It's like your best
Right.
friend roasting the shit out of you.
And what? Because I think in the second Aladdin movie, he does switch sides.
He
He
does, yes.
becomes good, I believe. So
And then he
he
remains
is.
good through I think the like animated show as well.
I think he would like encourage your bad decisions. Honestly, he would
Yeah,
be like,
absolutely.
make it sluttier.
I had not considered that. No, he would want that. And it's not for him. He's not like a perv like Kevin is. He
No, no,
wants
no,
you to
no.
show more skin for yourself
Yes,
to feel hotter. A hoe never
body
gets cold.
positive Iago. Yes,
Woodstock from the Peanuts.
I feel like Woodstock would just like match you. I feel like you're going
Yes.
out with Woodstock, and he'll put on the exact same outfit as you. You know.
Is it endearing or is it like a little bit like obsessive type
It's a little
copying?
annoying, like the friend that is copying you too much.
Mm-hmm.
um and it's like, hey, Woodstock, like you're nice, you're very well meaning, but like get your own life.
Our final bird saved probably the most complicated one for last. Zazu from The Lion King. What would he think about our outfits?
I mean, I think Zazu is probably kind of on the queer spectrum somewhere.
Yes.
I feel like I think I don't know, but he's a bit of a prude though, you know?
You just
He's
cursed us where Lion King is going to remake Disney's going to remake Lion King again, and they're going to make him the first queer character in a Disney live action remake for the 70th time.
yes. Um Yeah, no, I think he vibes as like a settled adult gay man that's like from a different generation of queer people that doesn't get get the youth.
Does that make him, do you think he'd be one of those older gays who doesn't quite get trans people?
Yeah, something like that. Something like
Yeah.
that.
He'd think that we're like making the community look bad to the Republicans.
Mhm.
That's totally good. These are great opinions. Joram, I can't thank you enough.